A little bit of adversity there. It's a great game. We knew it'd be a great game. They're a great football team. We got to take our hats off to them. Anytime there's 8 football teams left, everybody can play. So we knew they could play. They got a great quarterback and had a great offense, and great defense to stop great offenses. And that's what happened today with our great defense stopping their great offense. We got pressure on the quarterback and made some plays, and he was running around with his head chopped off, throwing the ball all over the place, and that come from pressure. So the defense played a great game. They've been doing it all year. They've been overlooked because of our offense scores 40-something points a game, and so we scored so many touchdowns, and everybody want to talk to those guys that scoring the touchdowns, but we got a great defense, and they're continuing to show that, and as long as they play like that, we're going to continue to win.
The turnover on the special teams that put you guys ahead for good, I mean, that turned out to be a pretty big play.
It was a big play. We got that ball. We actually thought they jumped off sides, but they didn't throw the flag, so it worked out even worse for them. But it was a big play, and then we capitalized on it and gave us the momentum and the lead, got the crowd back in the game, and we continued to play well.
And Massey dropped a good touch. Would have been a touchdown last week, but he didn't drop any today, did he?
Right, he didn't. He know that feeling of letting his teammates down last week when he dropped that ball. He kind of laid there on the field and walked off the field and let the crowd down, the community down. He let everybody down, and so he didn't want to do that again. And he stayed focused, doing the little things, catch the ball, look it in, and finish the play. And as you can see, he got a lot of talent, and that's why we keep coming back to him. And he stepped it up this week.
What was key in the second half in your mind?
Second half, defensively, they shut them out in the second half, and they went in saying that if they don't score in the second half, they can't win. So, defense played great and shut them down in the second half with us. The third quarter, that drive took about 8 minutes, and then they drive took about 7 minutes. So the third quarter went by very quick, just 2 possessions, and we was moving the ball, and we made a couple of adjustments, spread them out a little bit more. Use Cam Smith legs and use Nick Cooper after spreading them out to hit them with inside zone.
Talk about being in the semifinals, another step closer to what you guys wanted.
It is. We're 13-0. We say we're going to go 15-0, and we said if we take care of the football, we could beat any team we play, and we did that today. I think we had 1 turnover. Cam Smith threw for 274 yards, 19 for 26 with 2 touchdowns. So he had a great day throwing the ball. He made some subpar decisions in the first half that kind of stalled some of our drives, but he kept his head up, and he knew he had to come out and perform in the second half, and he did just that. Nick Cooper, I think, had 138 yards rushing on 14 carries, 72 on that last one. But, the guys played great. The line blocked. Nick Cooper ran hard. He had there trying to hurdle people in the middle of the field. When guys go to the ankles, I tell them jump people. The guy standing straight up, he try to jump him. So, I don't know. They was out there having fun. We was out there having fun, flying around, and guys executing, doing the little things.
One thing I noticed from the stands, the old people are even dancing. The old alums, they're out there dancing. Talk about the impact of the crowd on this game.
Oh, it's always great. I just hear them. I don't turn around. I got to stay focused on offense, defense, special teams. So I come back there every now and then, but I try to stay focused. So I don't see them dancing. I hear the music, but I'm focusing on plays, listening to my coach in my ear, and that's for the crowd. That's for the crowd and the cheerleaders and the students and the alumni to celebrate and party and dance, do what they want to. We got to stay focused. We can't celebrate until after the game.
Coach, your football team seemed as if it was winning in the trenches, both on the offense and the defensive side of the ball, meaning the offensive line and the defensive line. Give me your analogy on what do you preach to your ball players to make sure that they come out prepared to take advantage of both sides of the ball in the trenches?
We tell them to dominate for 60 minutes on both sides of the ball. If we call them the hogs, the O-line, D-line dominates for 60 minutes, then we can do what we want to do on both sides of the ball. We don't have to blitz. We can get pressure with just 4-man rush. Then we got secondary quarterback throwing the ball all over the place. We get picks. Offensive line, if they dominate, we can run the ball. We can throw the ball. We can throw screens. We can do whatever we want. So those guys are the key. They have to dominate. And as they go is as we go.
Coach, also, I want you to know your football team is on pace to win both the HBCU National Championship as well as the Division II National Championship. What does it feel like being the first black college to win not only the HBCU National Championship, but the Division II National Championship?
We haven't won it yet. You know, we still got a lot of work to do. We got 2 more ball games, and we're going to take them one at a time, 1 quarter at a time, 1 play at a time. That's what we preach. Do your job for 1 play, and then do it again for 1 more play. And if our guys keep doing that, we can accomplish some of those goals. I don't know what it means right now because we haven't accomplished it. We got the CIAA, and we might have the Black College National Championship, but we still got work to do. So we're not satisfied, and as soon as you get satisfied, somebody's going to slip up and beat you. And so we're not going to do that. We're going to play them all and win them all, and then we'll look back and look at our accomplishments and see where stack up and all of that. But right now, we don't have time for that. The congratulations are good, but we can't get settled, and we got to respect all and fear none.
Talk about Daniel's first start at linebacker in for Antonio. I mean, I thought he played pretty well.
He did. He played very well. He's a good player. You know, he was hungry. He came in about 5 or 6 weeks ago after the game talking to Coach Boulware about getting more playing time. But he didn't know the offense. I mean, the defense. He didn't know the defense. So if you don't know the defense, you can't play because you're going to be in the wrong spot. You're not going to cover a linebacker or tight end or back when you're supposed to, and it'll be a big play. So he had it in him all the time, but we had to tell him, hey, man, you got to learn your plays. And so he focused and learned his plays, and he had a chance, opportunity to step up now that Gates is out. And he stepped up and made some plays today, and he played big. The defense didn't miss a beat.
Coach, at this point, the expectations is really high for your ball club here at Winston Salem University football program, where folks are really trying to find out, can you seal the deal and win it all? Can we hear in your own words, how do you feel about leading a legendary ball club in HBCU sports?
Well, you know, I can't control what people think or believe, but outside our program, we know what we can do. We've been proving it for 13 straight weeks. Now, if you still got doubters out there, that's on them. If they don't think this team can win it all, what team do they think can win it all? We give up 15 points a game. We average 40-something points a game. How can you pick against us? And we're playing right here at home. We said what we're going to do, and we're doing it. So for all the naysayers and non-believers, do what you got to do. Say what you want to say. I can't control that. I can only control my football team, and that's what I'm going to control.
Coach, getting back to the game, seemed like y'all struggled rushing-wise compared to what y'all used to in the first half. What changed in the second half that y'all got it going? We
just spread them out a little bit more. I told the linemen to get a little bit bigger splits because they was getting stalemates, but they were so tight that there was no hole to get through. So I just told them to spread it out, just widen your stance a little bit, and now when you get a stalemate, we can slip through the hole. So we just made a couple little adjustments there, and just spreading the defense out also with the wide receivers, and going to the shotgun, and just open up a little bit more holes. Just all Nick Cooper needs is a little hole, and he showed that today.
Coach, getting back to the other side of the ball on defense, how impressed were you with the play of your secondary with 3 interceptions?
I was impressed, but, you know, they had 3 interceptions last week against the same type team. So they're doing stuff they've been doing all year. I don't know why people are surprised. You know, we had the one game against St. Aug where we gave a lot of passing yards, but they threw the ball 50 times. They threw the ball 50 times in one game. You should give up 300 yards. You should get 300 yards if you throw the ball 50 times. We threw it 26 times a day. We had 274. So if we throw it another 26, how many we going to have? You do the math. So you're going to throw the ball that many times, we're going to get turnovers because we got defensive linemen that can put pressure. We got linebackers. And so we're going to have the quarterback on his back foot. And we got athletes back there. We got skilled guys that can come down with the ball when you throw it to them. So, you know, I'm happy they doing their job. They doing what they're supposed to do. We're getting pressure on the quarterback. He's throwing the ball up for grabs. And our guys know to go after the ball. When the ball's in the air, it's anybody's ball. So we're going to go after it. So they do exactly what they are expected to do.
Any other questions?